What if you found a ship drifting in the middle of the ocean with everything perfectly in place, food still on the table, personal belongings untouched, but every single person had vanished without a trace? This is not fiction. This actually happened. And 150 years later, we still do not know why. December 4th, 1872. The Atlantic Ocean, about 600 miles west of Portugal. The Canadian brigantine Dei Gratia is sailing toward Gibraltar when the helmsman spots something strange on the horizon. Another ship, moving erratically. Her sails are partially set, some damaged. No one appears to be steering. Captain David Morehouse recognizes the vessel immediately. It is the Mary Celeste, an American merchant ship. He knows her captain personally. Benjamin Briggs is an experienced sailor, a religious man, a careful navigator. Something is very wrong. Morehouse sends a boarding party to investigate. 3 sailors row across the choppy waters and climb aboard the Mary Celeste. What they find will become the greatest maritime mystery in history. The ship is deserted, completely empty, but she is not damaged. She is not sinking. In fact, she is perfectly seaworthy. The cargo hold contains 1,700 barrels of commercial alcohol, mostly intact. The ship's stores are full. There is enough food and water for 6 months. The crew's personal belongings are still in the forecastle. Clothing, boots, pipes, and tobacco. The kinds of things sailors never leave behind. In the captain's cabin, the beds appear recently slept in. Captain Briggs' navigation books are open on his desk. His wife's sewing machine sits ready for use. Their 2-year-old daughter's toys are scattered on the floor. In the galley, food sits on the table. A meal interrupted and never finished. The cooking stove is cold but shows signs of recent use. But there are troubling signs. The ship's chronometer and sextant are missing. These are the navigation instruments a captain would grab if abandoning ship. The ship's papers are gone, except for the captain's logbook. The last entry is dated November 25th, 9 days before the ship was found. It recorded the Mary Celeste's position near the Azores. Nothing unusual. A single lifeboat is missing. This suggests the crew left deliberately. But why? The Mary Celeste was not sinking. There was no fire. The weather on the dates in question was not particularly severe. Then there is the mystery of the ropes. A frayed rope trails behind the ship in the water, about 300 feet long. Was the lifeboat attached here? Was the crew following behind the ship for some reason, and then got separated? There is also damage to examine. A deep gash runs along the bow of the ship at the waterline. What caused it? Some theorize a collision. Others say it was already there before the voyage. The investigation that followed was one of the most thorough of its time. British authorities in Gibraltar examined the ship for 3 months. They found no evidence of violence. No blood, no signs of struggle, no indication of piracy or mutiny. The official conclusion was frustratingly vague. The crew had abandoned ship for unknown reasons and presumably perished at sea. But theories have multiplied across 150 years. The most popular involves the cargo, 1,700 barrels of alcohol. If the barrels leaked fumes into the hold, Captain Briggs might have feared an explosion. He could have ordered everyone into the lifeboat and trailed behind the ship at a safe distance while the fumes cleared. Then a sudden squall separated the lifeboat from the ship. Without navigation equipment, they drifted until they died. This theory fits many facts, but it does not explain why experienced sailors would not simply open the hatches to ventilate. It does not explain the missing chronometer. It does not explain why no bodies or lifeboat wreckage ever washed ashore. Other theories range from the plausible to the fantastic. Waterspouts, underwater earthquakes causing panic, a sudden illness affecting everyone aboard, piracy with the pirates disposing of all evidence, even sea monsters in the more imaginative accounts. Some have pointed to the Bermuda Triangle. The Mary Celeste's route passed through the western edges of this infamous region, but the ship was found far to the east, near the Azores, well outside the triangle's supposed boundaries. The fate of the people aboard remains unknown. Captain Benjamin Briggs, age 37, his wife Sarah, age 31, their daughter Sophia, just 2 years old, and 7 crew members whose names history has nearly forgotten. 10 people who stepped off a ship in the middle of the ocean and were never seen again. The Mary Celeste herself had a troubled future. After being salvaged, she changed owners 17 times in 13 years. Sailors considered her cursed. Her final captain deliberately wrecked her on a reef in Haiti in 1885 as part of an insurance fraud. He was caught and died awaiting trial. The mystery of what happened on those November days in 1872 has never been solved. A ship in perfect condition, a crew that vanished into the Atlantic. No explanation that fits all the evidence. The Mary Celeste remains the most famous ghost ship in history. A floating tomb without bodies, a story without an ending. Subscribe and turn on notifications. Share this video with someone who loves mysteries. Comment your theory below. What do you think happened to the crew of the Mary Celeste, where curiosity meets the unknown?